and there's only cold water.
The dark side of living in the countryside.
And we completely alone here.
Hopefully it won't rain.
Not good. Safrush wants to get inside right now.
He changed his mind.
Hello and welcome to today's video. It's already almost 3 p.m. in the afternoon. We are in November, beginning of November. It's cold. I just had a warming dinner, a hearty, warm, healthy chicken soup, chicken broth. And I want to, in this vlog, show you the reality of living in the countryside, part of it, because I'm going to be left alone for the night tonight. My husband is leaving for a night and half a day and won't be here. So this is my first night alone in the countryside in November when it's getting dark at 4:35 p.m. already. It's extremely dark and the thought of sleeping here alone is making me anxious. And I'm also going to show you other realities of not being able to drive by myself, of having to warm up this house, how cold it is, and all the
dark side of living in the countryside.
So join me, it's going to be
interesting.
And also please subscribe. If you just stumbled upon this video, I think you will enjoy my channel and all my returning subscribers. Thank you for being here. Like, share, check out my links, my Patreon, my art. Thank you. So I'm left alone. It's 4:30 p.m. It's getting completely dark. I'm alright at this moment, but I feel a little bit of tension. It's because it's so dark and we are here alone. Our neighbor, our future neighbor is still, he's still building his house, but he will leave probably in a few hours. And it's my little friend and me. And now, living in the countryside, in the autumn, in the fall weather, in winter, it gets very cold. We have insulation in our house, but it gets really, really cold, like 17 degrees Celsius if we don't warm up, don't heat our house enough. So at this moment, we are heating it around once every 2-3 days, which is not enough, but we are slowly adjusting into it. We are slowly getting into the rhythm. And I recently, just like a week ago, learned how to use this whole all of this. So the wood stove, and we are in the boiler room. My husband left and I will start the fire and show you how it works and all that needs to be done. So we have our wood over here and also on the other side, but we pick from here. So I have to pick some wood logs. I have already a few inside here, but I will pick a few more. On the lamp, and I will leave it to feel safer. I will put the logs, the wood logs in here, and then turn on the wood stove. These are the paper boxes that we've kept and sorted so that I can lit the fire more easily. Full of wood logs, some smaller ones, some paper. Trying to make the fire bigger so it will catch all the wood pieces. It warms up the water in this tank, and it also warms up the water that goes into all our heaters. So I have to make sure that all the woods are properly on fire, and then I will close, and I have to do a few things here on these buttons. Ashes and my little helper. The whole process takes now maybe 30 minutes now that we've got the hang of it, more or less. But we also have to be economical with the water we use, because when we use up the warm water, it's only cold left. Sometimes you might use too much, and then you want to warm yourself up, and there's only cold water. So often I wash my dishes in cold water. It depends, so that I can have my hot showers, like in the morning, in the evenings. So that's a downside. You have to constantly be thinking about if you have enough hot water, if it's warm or not, and also if the cesspit is filled. We have a cesspit, that's what it's called, I believe, and it fills up all our waste water from the bathroom, toilets, washing machine, etc. goes into that tank, into that pit. And we are trying to not empty it more than once in a month, because it's expensive. But if I would be taking hot baths and, you know, have a lot of washings, then it's more frequent. Then you have to empty it more often. I have to wait until this here will lit up, and then I will know that the whole process is like on. So I will check on here like in, I don't know, 20 minutes or so. Also, one more thing. In winter we have a lot of extra work because of Safrush. It's raining all the time, it's completely dirty outside, so we have towels here to dry his paws, and we are trying to always let him in here through the boiler room, but it's not always possible, and it gets dirty really quickly. I will turn on the light here and check later. Here I can see the temperature for water. For water it's good, still like 80 degrees Celsius. Here it's getting very low, under 40 for the heaters, so not good, not good. Very happy, my mom made her divine apple cake, a traditional Polish apple cake, and gave a few pieces, which I'm very happy about. And I'm drinking cacao, natural pure cacao with a high cocoa content, with ashwagandha, reishi. It's called the magic, anything to calm myself down. It's only 5 p.m. and I'm going to watch Virgin River. I'm currently on season 5. Each season has 10 episodes. It's a very feel-good TV show. Family-oriented. There's a lot of drama, but very cozy, feel-good and family-friendly. So I recommend it. I also found these licorice candies. Black inside. So all of that for my TV show night. So I've watched 2 episodes. It's 7 p.m. Going to eat supper and prepare for the night. I'm starting to feel like more tension, but I'm trying to. It's peaceful here, it's quiet. It's just that all these sounds, you know, scare me. Like even the wood oven is making noises and
You know, I'm not scared now, but I will be.
when it's completely dark and I'm sleeping. But this is working. It's burning nice and hot. And the temperature is rising from 20 to 40 now. Got yogurt, creamy yogurt, some banana cereal. It's completely dark, completely pitch dark. And this is what's unpleasant, you know, the forest over there, the road, and we completely alone here. I'm out with Safrush for his last pee. He doesn't want to go out alone, so we have to go out with him. And I have a torch. So on the side of the terrace, it's very unpleasant. Luckily for us, we do have sea lights, like street lamps at the road. So that's all right. Like no one can sneak completely unnoticed here unless they sneak on the back. You know, not that anyone would, but these are the thoughts that go through my mind. It's cold outside. I'm going to go inside, have something more warm to eat, have a hot shower and try to calm myself. I mean, what's scary is like all the noises, or if our dog suddenly starts to bark. That makes me nervous and stressed, but all will be well. It will be a peaceful night. I've looked the doors we have, but here there's no lock, and I know I'm crazy, but I'm just putting a chair like this. It's making me feel calmer. Like if anyone would try to break in, I would hear, you know, the chairs. I know it's crazy. I wish there was like a bigger lock here. You know, I don't think about it when I'm with Bola, with my husband, but when I'm alone, I start to have all these thoughts in my head. But all will be good. had a hot shower, I took magnesium supplement, I have a pepper spray at my nightstand, and I will try to have a good night's sleep. I don't know if that will happen. I do feel tense, but I will talk to you tomorrow. Hopefully all was well, and I will tell you how it went. So good night. Good morning. It's 6:30 a.m. in the morning, and I slept until 3:30 in the night. I was knocked off. Then I woke up and I had some stresses, like I thought I hear some sounds, but I managed to fall asleep. And all in all, it was quite an uneventful night. I'm very happy. The sound of the oven was comforting. So I will drink some hot water, and I have to prepare to church. And another struggle in the countryside is that it's 5 degrees Celsius.
Hopefully it won't rain.
I have to go by bike. I can't drive alone yet by myself with the car, and even if I could, if my husband leaves, the car leaves as well. He could be leaving with the car and I'll be left without anyways, or it depends what we decide. But
It's cold, it's November, it's 5 degrees, and I have to go by bike.
so I will drink some water, prepare, pray, and go to church. And when I come back, I will have breakfast and warm myself up. I'm very, very cold. Whew. The wind was blowing. I'm making myself a big breakfast. Earl Grey tea, ham with horseradish. I have an avocado. I will have some veggies, some paprika, and more. I'm all cozy since I came back from the church, and I'm making a cabbage soup for dinner for later today. I have fresh cabbage from our garden. Sausages. I'm going to use the chicken soup, some of it, and make it as a base, like a broth, and cook on it some potatoes. And do you see? This is our pickled cabbage, our sour cabbage, and I will give you a test. I will try it so you can see, and you should definitely check out the video I made about pickling our cabbage the old-fashioned Polish way. Oh, it's good. It's perfect. So I'm going to cook with sour cabbage and with fresh cabbage. A hearty, warm soup. Perfection. I've got some herbal tea brewing over there, and I will sign off for today's video. Thank you very much for watching this reality of living in the countryside by myself. I will see you in my next video. Bye!